The Congress slammed Union Health Minister Manshukh Mandavia for allegedly getting a photographer while visiting former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, saying that for the BJP people everything is about a photo op. The party also demanded that the health minister apologize. The Congress's attack came after former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's daughter, Daman Singh, accused the minister of getting a photographer against the wishes of the family. Daman Singh told the print that her mother was very upset because a photographer had entered the room along with the minister, but when she insisted that the photographer leave the room, she was completely ignored. Following a series of building collapses in the city, yet another building was seen tilted on Saturday. A 7-story building near Binny Mills started developing crack in its foundation due to a seepage caused by the heavy downpour in the city. The building was built by Karnataka State Police Housing Corporation Limited, and following its inauguration 2 years back was used as quarters for families of police personnel. The building has 192 flats in 3 units, and the crack was found in the Unit B and has tilted by 1.5 feet. All 32 families are being evacuated to Annapurneshwari Nagar police quarters. According to a survey of weak buildings, a total of 512 buildings in Bengaluru could be life-threatening for the public. This is the second such survey, with the former being conducted in 2019. The survey labelled 185 weak buildings, but the BBMP were able to demolish just 10 of them, as it was affected by the pandemic. A dispute over ₹10 crore property prompted a son to give supari to contract killers to murder his mother at Chikbalapur district on Friday night. Police said Badrinath had booked a room for the 2 contract killers to monitor his mother's movements and to kill her. As the 2 contract killers slit the throat of Nalini, who screamed for help, the neighbors rushed to the house and nabbed the killers, but Nandini had taken her last breath before the help could reach her. The orientation of New Economic Policy 2020 was held at the Jnana Jyoti Auditorium under the aegis of Bengaluru City University for faculties of Affiliated and Autonomous College of Bengaluru City University. The function was attended by more than 1,000 people, including Registrar Mr. Sridhar, Registrar Evaluation Professor Ramesh, Deans and the Principal and faculty members of 5 constituent assemblies. The chief guest for the event, Professor T.D. Kemparaju, former Vice Chancellor of Bengaluru North University, stated that the strength of our country is democracy and human capital. He emphasized that human capital will be qualitative when the nation's citizens are educated, which is possible only through national education policy. 7 people, including the district presidents of the Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party, have so far been arrested in connection with the rape of a 17-year-old girl, police said on Saturday. Superintendent of Police Nikhil Pathak said the arrests were made following the girl's complaint that she was raped for 5 years in different parts of the city, and named 25 people in her complaint, along with 3 unknown persons. A case was registered at Sadar Kotwali police station on October 12 against 25 people, including the victim's father and uncle, and 3 unknown persons. The SP said a hotel in Mirzapur district was raided on Friday, from where Tilak Yadav and Deepak Ahirwar, the SP and BSP district chiefs of Lalitpur respectively, and an engineer named Mahendra Dubey were arrested. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin on Friday said the livelihood of about 8 lakh workers involved in the firecracker manufacturing industry in the state was at stake, and urged his counterparts in Delhi, Odisha, Rajasthan and Haryana to reconsider the blanket ban on sale of crackers. Stating that the blanket ban is not reasonable, the Chief Minister said the sale of crackers, falling within the norms set by the Supreme Court and the National Green Tribunal, may be permitted in their respective states. In a letter to the Chief Ministers of the 4 states, a copy of which was released to the media, Stalin pointed out that the COVID-19 pandemic had a crippling effect on the micro, small and medium enterprises sector in the country, and its impact on Tamil Nadu's economy, which is largely dependent on MSMEs for growth and employment, has been significantly severe. Government school teacher who meted out corporal punishment to a class 12 student for skipping classes was arrested and remanded. Police said on Saturday a video of the teacher flogging the student and repeatedly kicking him went viral on social media. The video showed the teacher holding the boy's hair and trashing and kicking him in front of his classmates, one of whom reportedly took the video without the teacher's knowledge. The student, who was pinned to the floor on his knees, can be seen pleading and sobbing. The 56-year-old teacher was arrested on Friday and remanded. Confirming the arrest of the teacher Subramaniam, a senior police official told PTI that cases under Sections 294, 323, Juvenile Justice Act and Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Act have been booked against the physics teacher. Petrol and diesel price on Saturday was hiked again by 35 paise a litre to take retail rates across the country to new record highs. With this hike, petrol is now at Rs 100 a litre mark or more in all state capitals, while diesel has touched the 100 level in a dozen states. Diesel is nearing Rs 100 a litre mark in Goa and Bengaluru. The price of petrol in Delhi rose to its highest ever level of Rs 105.49 a litre and Rs 111.43 per litre in Mumbai, according to a price notification of state-owned fuel retailers. In Mumbai, diesel now comes for Rs 102.15 litre, while in Delhi it costs Rs 94.22. This is the third straight day of 35 paise per litre hike in petrol and diesel prices. There was no change in rates on October 12 and 13. Since ending of a 3-week-long hiatus and rate revision in the last week of September, this is the 15th increase in petrol price and the 18th time that diesel rates have gone up. Texas House of Representatives passed a bill that bans transgender women and girls from participating in female school sports after 3 previous attempts failed, all but assuring Republican Governor Greg Abbott will sign it into law. Texas is now poised to join 7 other states that passed similar laws this year, part of a national campaign in which Republican legislators introduced such bills in 32 states. Conservatives say the law, which applies to public school teams through high school, are protecting fair competition. We need a statewide level playing field, bill sponsor Representative Valerie Swanson said during the debate. Equal rights activists have said there is no evidence that trans women and girls are dominating sports. Ricardo Martinez, chief executive of the LGBTQ rights group Equality Texas, called passage of the bill a hateful, targeted attack on transgender people. An Apple employee who led fellow workers in a publicly sharing instances of what they call harassment and discrimination at the company said on Thursday that she had been fired. Janaki Parrish, an Apple program manager, said the iPhone maker informed her on Thursday that she had been terminated for deleting material on company equipment while she was under investigation over the leaking of a company town hall to media. She told Reuters she denies leaking. Parrish said she deleted apps that contained details of her finances and other personal information before handing her devices into Apple as part of the probe. Parrish said she believes she was fired for her activism in the workplace. To me, this seems clearly retaliatory for the fact that I was speaking out about abuses that have happened at my employer, pay equity, and generally about our workplace conditions, she said.